Well, thank you very much, President Eddie. Most of you know that I was in Charleston, South Carolina, for the better part of last week, attending the Government Affairs Director Institute, or the GAD Institute. And I'm going to be sharing with you some quick updates from the event, as well as some stuff at the local level. And I'll try and give you a gigabyte of information in a proverbial nanosecond. So let's start. And, there is a reason why there's a song about California dreaming. That's all I have to say. But having said that, the event itself was wonderful. Over 300 GADs from across the nation were attending the event. I was asked to give a presentation on missing middle housing. We're not going to go too deep in it. This is just the teaser. And I will tell you, this presentation got a lot of applause and a lot of laughter by the government affairs directors in the meeting. Having said that, once again, the campaign example that was chosen on national basis to actually depict a successful campaign was what we did, what you did at Glendale Transfer Tax Campaign in last November, if you remember, in City of Glendale. They think this is the quintessential campaign, the way that it needs to be ran. And after all, if you remember, we got 2,000 emails sent to each council member, to the point that they were calling us and telling us to stop it. At any rate, again, Glendale Association, uh, because of the rock stars that we have as members, we were the talk of town in Charleston, South Carolina. Interesting tidbit that I want to share with you. This is the matrix of our members, where they lean as Democrat or as Republican. This is about 1.2 million members here, shown here. As you can see, we are evenly, almost evenly, or the sentiments or the engagement level is evenly distributed amongst Republicans, the swing vote, and on the high, on the mid, and the low level. Just wanted to share this with you because we've always said that we are a bipartisan association, and this is even more reason and more validation to that effect. There was a lot of talk about key AI companies and players. This proceeding is being recorded, and you're more than welcome to access this one slide, because each AI company has got its advantages and disadvantages, and this is a summary of them. And one thing that I will suggest to all of you, something that I've started doing maybe about a year and a half ago, is when I do deep research, say in ChatGPT, I cross-reference it with another platform just to make sure that I don't get the over amplification of what is known as AI hallucinations. So this would be in our presentation. I want to share with you something about California, and this is the state level. About 69% of the voters are homeowners and 31% are renters. Why is this important? Because next year in June, we are going to have a local election. Now, how does that number juxtapose with City of Glendale? Well, in Glendale, 55% of our likely voters are homeowners and about 45% are renters, right? So this is how our campaign is influenced, how it's informed, and how we use different parts of a campaign in targeting the audiences that we need. I want to share with you a survey that was done by HomeTap. HomeTap is is it fintech or fintech company? The financing, they provide financing via the internet and what have you. We keep talking about burdens, renter burden a lot. We don't talk about the house or the homeowner burden. And this survey find out that about 54% of the homeowners are financially burdened. And the top reason, about 50% of them said that the housing costs are going up too rapidly. In fact, to the point that 79% say that they can't keep up with the housing cost of home ownership. Now, despite all of this, about 76% still think that the way to the easiest path to American dream is home ownership. And this is what we advocate as an organization, whether it's on the local, state, and or national level. Now, if you ask me, the reason that 75% or 76% think this is the way out is here. This is the chart that I've showed with you numerous times, right? Basically the median net worth of a renter versus a homeowner's. For one reason or other, I think the majority of the population in the United States understand this, and this is why about 76% of homeowners, despite the problems of homeownership, they continue owning and they encourage people to own. I want to share with you now on the local level. If you remember, about a couple of months ago, or a month and a half, or 2 months ago, City of Glendale did a community survey, the 2025 survey, and there were policy priorities starting from the number one, which is repairing outdated, deteriorating local station. If you look at number two, housing services for low-income seniors, veterans, and it goes down to the end, which is the last one, the last priority at 13%, which is the public art pieces in the city. What I want to share with you is what's next to last. Now, the reason I bring this up is because this was discussed at the Transportation Commission the day before yesterday, and you can see that only about 20% think bike lanes, especially protected bike lanes, are of importance, whereas 39% overwhelmingly say it's not. So about maybe 40%, less than 40% of the population or the people that have been surveyed think bike lanes are an important thing to have. 60% think they're not. Now, I know we have members that were adamant about this issue, and here's a vindication of our members that were vociferously opposing the bike lanes on North Brand Boulevard. Kudos to you. Now, let's move on. And I want to share with you something that you may find. This is kind of a moment of levity. What is it that I do? What is it that a lobbyist does every day? And I want to share this with you so we are all on the same page. Where here is what my friends think I do: drink and eat and have lots of fun every day, right? Here is what my parents think I do: attending White House meetings and what have you. Here is what the other says I do: beating up on baby seals and killing baby seals. Here's what the society thinks I do, and here's what I think I do, which is all that important. But in reality, this is what I do most of the time, every day: attending meetings, webinars, putting together campaigns, making sure that your voice is heard where it needs to be heard. With that, President Eddie, that concludes my presentation.